The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Saban Entertainment, and Tsuburaya Productions.
Hello, everyone!
Welcome back to another episode of the Tokucast Top 10 Show.
This
Sort of.
day, we decided to do something a little bit different. Where, we've made our top 10 Kamen Riders and our top 10 Super Sentai. But we haven't really done one for all of Toku. And that's what we're doing today. We're going to make, at least for me, because I'm going to go ahead and do a top 15.
Yeah.
My favorite Toku. Just overall, I'm expecting a much surprise feature, and it'll all just be great. I'm very excited. Let's go ahead and start with number 15. Ultraman Tiga.
Really?
This show, I liked it, but it has an issue.
I like this one too.
A lot of a story.
It had no story.
Yeah.
It had no story, but the characters are really good.
The characters are really good, and it much more comes down to the episodes. Because the episodes, as I said, there's no story, so it's very episodic. But there are some great episodes in this show.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very body horror-esque.
There's a couple of those.
I love it because of that. And I just really like the way that this show was, especially for a show that came out in 1997 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
It still has a very much so of an impact, especially on the way that Ultraman afterwards does itself. Number 14, Camuto.
I've yet to be surprised so far.
Camuto.
You had that pretty high on your...
Kamen Rider list.
Yeah.
No, it was an honorable mention.
No, it was number 11.
My point. But yeah.
So I'm not that surprised.
Kabuto is great, yes, but it does end up having an issue of the
Plot.
latter half of this show.
Of plot.
It has...
And lack thereof.
But...
Do you like owls?
Why?
Because it's a line in the show and they never bring it up again.
That's the point. But yeah, Kabuto has a benefit, though, of rule of cool. And that's what makes me like it a lot. Number 13, Garo Season 1.
Alright.
I expect that a little bit higher, but I can see.
I liked Garo quite a bit, especially going into the... It really showed how an adult Toku can be done and handles itself seriously without going too overboard. And that fight between him and Zero.
Are there any anime on your list?
No.
Okay. Sorry, he keeps singing the praises of the new Garo anime, so I got curious.
Vanishing Line is great. If you haven't watched it, please go ahead. It's on Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll, please sponsor us.
That'd be great.
I should ask them at some point, actually. But yeah, Garo Season 1 is great. I really enjoy this show. It doesn't hold up for some of the other ones, but for the first season, it does itself really well. Number 12, Deca Ranger.
Now this I'm surprised about.
I love this show. Everyone knows I love this show. This show was really good.
I can think of about 10 shows he loves more than Deca Ranger.
He has a point.
So
I don't know, after spending a month watching it, it's...
I'll give you that.
You'll forgive me if I can't.
Yeah, Deca Ranger is great. I love this show, but it does have a very episodic nature. I like things that are a lot more story-based. But I love the way the Deca Ranger handles itself. I love how the episodes go. And I love the characters. The characters are amazing. Number 11, Shinki.
Also not surprised by this.
Shinki is great. I'm so excited for when we get to review it and do the in comparison of shit. But Shinki was just a really, really good show.
Isn't that going to be most of the latter seasons of Power Rangers?
It's true.
I mean, Dino Charge, not so much.
Well, Dino Charge is great, yeah.
Yeah. But Shinki it holds a special place in my heart. But there are some things, it's very red focused, but for a reason. At least I'll give it that. And it works a lot better in this show. I'm just, not super over the moon about it, but I really like the show. Number 10, Ryouki.
Still not surprised.
Ryuki's great, but it has an issue of you really have to watch those movies to get the entire Ryuki experience. And I feel like, especially in some cases, some things should be limited to just the show itself. Ryuki does its characters and everything great, but yeah, you really need to watch the movies to really get that entire experience. Number 9, Black. Black is great. Last 15 episodes. After they get rid of those first set of villains and Shadow Moon comes in and that whole bridge scene where he's just destroyed. So but I love Black. Black is a great show, but it has an issue of it really only being amazing in the last 15. Number 8, Blade.
Still not surprised yet.
Really?
That was number 1.
Blade was your number 1 Kamen Rider. Of course it's going to be on this list.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not
higher.
Exactly.
Eh.
Well, that's the thing about opinions.
He also
There's
hasn't
something
said
to change,
he hasn't
so-
said any Sentai yet that I can think of.
Huh.
Deca Ranger.
Well, fair enough.
Bounkenger.
I
Apparently you weren't paying attention.
Nope. I'll admit it. Nope. When he starts talking, I usually just turn off.
I'm gonna start throwing things at you.
Yeah.
Blade is
You've
great.
been like that ever since I've known you two.
It has, like a lot of the shows on this list actually, it has an issue with some of the things that happen at the beginning, especially the whole thing with Tachibana. But after it like gets past his issues, that show just is
My
really
point
one of
was
my favorites.
he hasn't said any of his favorite Sentai yet. So I can still think of a good 4 or 5 shows.
That's the point.
I thought Toku Ranger was one of his favorites. That's
It
why I was
is.
surprised.
But yeah, Blade, I love this show.
It is because it's on his list.
The thing that I hate the most,
Yes.
the daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was awful. She was the worst thing about this show.
Now, I'm also curious if the first 30 episodes of Hibiki are going to be on this list.
No.
Oh.
Number 7, Live Man.
Nice.
The friendships that this show ends up giving off and the way that everything is just handled.
Would make Forza
inside.
jealous. Let's just put it that way.
Because of the fact that it's also personal. This show is extremely personal. And I love the way that it handles it, with the villains and the heroes just being, opposites of each other. The reason why I put it so low on this list, though, is because of the fact that
Excuse
Black
me.
and Green
You're
exists.
excused.
But hashtag Vegas.
No!
Baby.
Black and Green are awful. I still love Live Man, though. It's a great show. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. Number 6, Ultraman Nexus.
Yes.
Nexus is an amazing
Oh,
show.
such a good show.
It's so good. I love just, how dark this show is. The only problem with it, it's short. It should have gone a lot longer, and I really want Amazon to pick it up and just do their own adaptation of it.
If Amazon's any indication, I don't, but fair enough.
I'm still waiting for the surprising stuff that he promised me before we started recording.
Number 5, Mebius. Mebius is amazing.
Yes,
I
it
love
is.
this show, but it's very episodic at the beginning.
I didn't mind it.
But I love the characters. The characters are so good in this. It's good that we've gone back and just actually watched a lot more Ultraman because, Tiga, Nexus, and Mebius, man. And I love all 3 of them. And Mebius is just so good. That's how you do an anniversary season. And I love the way
yes.
that it handled itself. Such a good show. It's just great.
Zamashar.
God!
One of the best.
Number 4, Change Man.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For really, only put 2 of the 80s on here. And that makes it just that much better. With the Sentai, this show starts off a little episodic, but I love how they switched up the formula. Where it's just, Unicron is eating planets and taking over everything, and he's subjugating these people, and they don't want to be there. We end up having 2 sides of this, where you end up having people like Shima, who were, basically just changed completely. And then we end up having people like Gluk, who are just there and want to be in charge, but they can't because somebody's that much stronger than them. And then we end up having Ahamis. And I love Ahamis. Ahamis is great. Every single time she comes on screen, she's just like, it's me, Ahamis. She was Dio before Dio was Dio. And that just makes her that much better for me. Number 3, Die Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Die Ranger is really, really good.
But that last episode.
That last episode is a mess. And Ko, although his story is good, I did not like the fact that he was a child actor. That sort of ruined.
Would that really have made it that much better?
Maybe.
I mean, the fact that it was a preteen trying to look at girls' panties makes it a little better than like somebody in his 20s.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, Die Ranger's amazing. I love the fights, I love all of their stories because everybody got something to do. Kujaku, Dago. And
May he rest in peace.
Yes, may he rest in peace. And I just love this show. It's amazing. And may Master Kaku's actor rest in peace too.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try to guess number 2. Is that okay? Jetman.
No.
Okay.
Kouga.
I forgot about Kouga.
Kouga's amazing.
So number 1, if Jetman's not your number 1, that will surprise me.
I'm going to have so much fun with this list at the end then.
Yay.
Kouga's great. I love this show. It's very, very J-drama-esque with Toku elements. This is how you end up doing it, unlike how you did it in Ginga. Where they just didn't know what to do and they just did like, hey, tropes. This is what we're going to do, tropes. More tropes. But Kouga is just like, we end up getting to know these characters. We end up getting to follow their stories. And everybody ends up having something to do. Everybody's involved. I just love how Kouga just handles its characters. And I think that's the thing that just ends up making it just that much better for me.
Number 1.
Number 1. Caught by Sushi After V.
That show's really funny.
And that show is great.
Yes.
However, the actual number one is Jetman.
I hate you. I fucking hate you.
Poor K.
Pourquoi?
This is gonna be fun. Let's just see how much hate comments flow. I hate Kanpai Senshi After V. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
Yes,
I think a lot of people haven't seen it.
It's also true. Yeah, Jetman is amazing.
Yes, it is.
The story is great. There's just so much to do with it. I really wish that Yellow and Blue got more to do, but I like them sort of as background characters. Everybody else, the actual romance that worked, the whole thing with Maria and all of their villains in that show, what they end up doing to some of them. R.I.P. and Peace Gray. What can you do? That show is great. There are just so many things that are just so good and well done in Jetman besides the monsters, because the monsters were god-awful in some cases. Streetlight and the ramen monster.
I actually kind of like the ramen monster.
It's such a stupid episode.
It's stupid, but I still liked it.
But Jetman's it's fun, and it takes itself seriously, but not too seriously. This is the one where just like after coming off a 5-man and Turbo Ranger, which are shite, we actually end up getting something good. And I really, really like Jetman just as a whole. R.I.P. and Peace Guy Yuki. You were the Banff. You died in Kamen Rider. So that just makes it that much worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my top 15. Competition after being number 0. But yeah, I love this show. Tell us what you think of my lists. No. And, just let us know what you thought in the comments below. Join our Patreon, Facebook, Twitter.
Put your own list in the comments.
Yes. Or if you wanted to wait until all of our lists are done, you can do that too. But yeah, that's the end of mine.
Stay tuned for ours.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.